Now Cyrus Fees, the voice of the UAE Warriors.
Based in the UAE against Juscelino Ferreira Pará, the Brazilian with the jiu-jitsu background. So let's see how it's going to be.
Polonio, he doesn't have a whole lot of fans here, Ferreira.
Exactly,
what's he doing on a regular basis? He don't like these people, or what's happening, bro?
No, the Arabic community is supporting Ibrahim. You know, it's a tough.
No love for Ferreira there. In the brown is Sawi, and in the black, Ferreira. Both guys currently residing here in Abu Dhabi, but all the love going to the Egyptian, Sawi.
Exactly.
Southpaw stance here for Ibrahim Sawi. Tough guy, hard hitter.
Exactly. Ferreira, it's trying to work on the counter to put it down, you know, because we saw the previous fight from Ibrahim. He's such a strong guy. If he lands that punch, it might complicate the situation for Ferreira to try the takedowns and the control, you know.
Oh my goodness!
What a big shot.
Sawi, that one echoed throughout the Mubadala arena. What a shot by Ibrahim. Talk about setting the tone for the fight. That's the biggest strike we've seen thus far. Absolutely. And that was on the money.
Exactly. And those guys are setting up the bar very high, man. Each fight is getting more excited, so it's getting tougher for the next one to come.
First two fights, of course, going to decision. Are we going to get our first stoppage here with Ferreira and Sawi, two light heavyweights? That generally means this bad boy is going to end early. As you can see, they are just kind of sitting back, looking for their shots.
3 minutes to the end of the fight. Ferreira just waiting for the good opportunity to take these fight to the ground. But so far, he's like, after that shot, it's a tough call, right?
Yeah, no, it is. And I think Sawi, he has a blueprint here. If he can go right back to that body and maybe land another one of those thunderous kicks, could be real trouble for Ferreira.
Definitely.
Now, I know you get to work with a lot of jiu-jitsu here in Abu Dhabi. Have you worked with both of these guys?
No. Ferreira's, I'm based in Al Ain, so Ferreira is based here in Abu Dhabi. He works for the Army, Army program, and more the school program.
Yeah.
But I know those guys from competitions, you know. Both of them, they're very, committed players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of, right now the game is all towards Ibrahim by the striking he has, his striking experience. But Ferreira is like, it's a matter of getting the fight to the floor and start getting more confident and get the work done.
Want to see a little bit more aggressiveness out of these guys. They're kind of holding back early on. Another shot to the body. That is where Sawi has to concentrate. Of course, he doesn't want to leave himself wide open for a takedown, but it doesn't look like Ferreira has an answer for it yet.
And Ferreira's coach is like pushing him to close the distance a little bit. I don't know if it's the best strategy, but he's just calling Ferreira to get close to him and go for the takedown.
I can tell you from my angle that right underneath the chest of Ferreira, it is getting awful red, a nice nasty shade of red underneath his chest there. That is where Sawi has landed twice.
I don't think he can take
much more of that. I think that'll shut him down. You talk about experience and where these guys lie. A lot of experience going for Sawi, but the same thing with Ferreira. 9-2 is Ferreira. This is a guy that's been very successful, where Sawi has always been kind of a wild card. He likes to go for finishes. He gets finished. So he kind of always goes out on his sword. Ferreira has been very, very dominant, though, at 9-2. Let's see if he can keep that roll going.
Yeah. Ferreira's style, jiu-jitsu style, he loves to choke people. And choking demands time, you know. So right now we have 1 minute of the fight. Even if it gets the fight to the floor, it's going to be hard for him to finish. He needs more time to work on his, either a back take or a choke from the side control or mount control. It takes a little time, so I don't think he'll be able to finish the fight, even if he gets the fight down to the floor right now.
A lot of hesitancy, both guys not pulling the trigger as we have 20 seconds left here in round one. And I think the fans are starting to get a little restless. We've had two straight fights where there's been a lot of action. And now things are slowing down. And now starting to pick up, as we say. Who's going to land the big flush shot? Will be Ferreira, will be El Sawi. We'll have to wait until round number 2. That's the end of the round. And
what's going to happen is, like, he might land a very...
They take their time, establishing their range, getting timing down. Are we going to see them turn it up to 10 here in round number 2?
Yeah, that was the referee pushing the fights to the fighters to get the action done.
And listen, I mean, we've seen in the last year a fight actually get stopped for timidity. And I've seen a referee in South Africa, actually, that has stopped a fight and disqualified somebody just for not fighting. So they want it. So Blake Grice doesn't want to see that happen. He wants to see these guys really go at each other.
Sure. So now you have both of them just checking distance. Sawi trying that same big punch he landed last fight in the previous event. So let's see if Ferreira will try harder to take this fight to the floor.
Coming down the middle here is El Sawi. That body is wide open. Is he going to take advantage of it again? Ooh, and a nice shot to the body from Ferreira, giving him a taste of his own medicine. But that just lit a fire under Ibrahim El Sawi. He's going for it, Ferreira.
Here we go.
Wow. Now we're getting into it now. As we see the takedown.
Juscelino, Ferreira, and they're away from the fence. They're away from the fence. It's going to be hard for Sawi to escape from that position. But at the same time, I really want to see Juscelino working, in a faster pace. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the fight. I know he controls the situation quite well. But, man, what we want to see is action. Right?
Of course. Absolutely. And, not only are you fighting to get the win, but you're fighting for the right to come back.
I can't believe he missed that. He tried to go for the back, for the mount control. And I think he thought he could get Sawi with his back on the floor, but Sawi just, placed his knee and stood up. So he's accepted. Terrible mistake from Ferreira right now. A great job from Sawi.
No, yeah, Ferreira had a fantastic opportunity, and he let it slip away. 2 minutes have elapsed here in round number 2. As we've seen, things are starting to pick up a little bit. El Sawi with that big straight left to the body. That body is turning red. We always say it's a cliche that there's a target on something. Well, there literally is a red target on the body.
Definitely. And he cannot take, 2 minutes of those again, man. For sure not. But at least he saw that the way for the takedown was there. He managed to do it like very clean takedown, so I hope he just keep on pushing that way. Exchanging punches and kicks it's not a very good strategy for Ferreira. Okay, again.
Is he going to get it?
Another.
El Sawi could not defend the takedown before, but this time he does. Throws a few elbows. Now they are grappling in the clinch.
They're trying to get his head placed under his opponent's jaw. Great job from Sawi from keeping that head away, Beautiful.
Absolutely. Great work there by El Sawi to stay on his feet. Great takedown defense.
Now gain control. Man, Sawi placed that forearm so easily on Ferreira's face. When you have...
And it looks like maybe an unintentional low blow. And El Sawi's corner telling him to take his time, so we'll see how much of that time he uses. Looks like he's going to go right back into the fight, though. A warning from Blake Grice to Ferreira. And this fight continues. Show of respect. These guys have been around the block before, both veterans of over 11 fights. And there is no bad blood after that.
Sure.
Again, maybe we want to see some bad blood.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I saw those guys talking about, okay, what do you have to say about your opponent? And he's a good guy. And he answered, he's a good guy too. I said, no, man, come on.
Yeah, give us something to work with. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, you see that often, especially guys being in the same city, in the same type of profession, if you will, and they do have respect for each other. But somebody has to win the fight. At some point, you got to knock that respect out of the way, and you got to go for it.
Definitely. The respect comes after the fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Again, both of them respecting each other. I don't know, man, but I'm really impressed by the ability of by Sawi's ability and confidence on taking that.
Now business is picking up there. They were both swinging big, hard punches. Ferreira is going to put him up against the fence. Is he going to try to dump him and take control of the round? Because this one's another one of those tight rounds between these two. And but he doesn't quite get it.
Oh, neat.
But they're giving the crowd a little bit of a show. The crowd's appreciating it. We're seeing some hoot and hollers out of the crowd here. They want to see these guys fight. And they're just going to let the round elapse. And it's very apparent that they're just going to let the round elapse.
Yeah, these rounds are a little bit more complicated.
No, but look at this. I mean, neither one of them's even thinking about striking. They know that there's 10 seconds, 15 seconds left. They're just going to dance a little bit and be done with it. Or at the end of the second round of this fight.
No, I totally agree with
Are they waiting for the third round? Is that what we're going to say? I mean, maybe. Two light heavyweights. Who wants it more? These guys have to bring it. Oh,
come on, man. No.
No hugs.
Yeah, no.
Give us something to work with, guys.
Come on, man.
Like you said, hug it out after the fight.
Yeah, after the fight, please.
But right now, let's throw down, man. Even the drum beats aren't helping. I don't know if there's anything that would make these guys fight at this point.
Right now, I saw something.
Blake Rice is watching closely, and if he doesn't see something, he's going to warn these guys because they're not doing anything.
Exactly.
Outside leg kick here by El Sawi.
Man, and Ferreira's coach is flipping outside, man. Trying to push him to try to take down. Let's go.
It's like they're in a video game and just they push pause. You know what I mean? They're just pausing right now. Or somebody just like dropped their controller, and these guys just aren't even.
Hold on a minute, and we'll go there.
Wow,
God,
man, what is happening here with these guys? We are over a minute in. We've gotten one leg kick from El Sawi. I don't know what these guys are waiting on. This is UAE Warriors.
Ferreira's coach is going crazy outside, man, going crazy. Somebody stop that guy. He might jump and fight. But fight who? That's the
You know, still to come, guys, 3 title fights, and I can promise you there's going to be more action than this. Featherweight championship, Rolando D taking on Yurjan Yestinov. Aman Laban and Amina, you watch out for that one. Welterweight championship, these guys have no love lost for each other. Now we're going up top. And then our main event for the light heavyweight championship, Ole Thompson and Tarek Suleiman. That is all still happening tonight, folks, so we are going to get a lot more action. And this round may be saved.
Come on, man. Let's show. Let's keep
shots to the body.
Keep on bringing these kind of technique right now. We would have a show here. Beautiful Uchigari, man.
So here we go. Ferreira, this is a good opportunity for him. We'll see if he lets it slip away again. He's already been in a great spot, and he let it go.
Okay, positioning himself to try to open the guard. Yeah, from there, nothing's going to happen, man. Sawi, Ferreira is way much better than Sawi on the floor, but you have to escape his guard to do something.
Exactly. You know, good grip there by El Sawi. He is just, at this point, holding on, clinching on, trying to maybe get a stand-up. And Ferreira has no answer.
Yeah, it's a perfect strategy for Sawi. He's trying to get the fight back standing again. The guard is open. Ferreira's coach is saying the guard is open. Place one knee between the legs and let's try to pass.
Ferreira on top.
Enough time. We still have 1 minute and 40 seconds to the end of the fight. Ferreira could. You won't allow these guys to stand up again, will you? Will he?
And Ferreira is happy to stay up here and just kick those legs. And if Blake Rice thinks he's not going to do anything, which he's not going to, he's going to have to stand him up. 90 seconds left.
He would get the fight back standing again. I can't believe that, man.
Big mistake there by Ferreira. He had an opportunity to stay in control and possibly finish this round, and El Sawi's up. And now,
oh my God,
they may have another hug, I'm not sure.
That would be more action than what we've got so far.
Final minute of round number 3 here in this bout of UAE Warriors, Sawi and Ferreira. Maybe a case of too much respect being shown by these two.
Yeah. The two first fight end up, you know, by the referee call, but still have way more action than now. The first fight, they raised the bar, and Ferreira is not helping with that performance. None of them.
Outside leg kick by Sawi, and I don't want to try to even judge this fight.
Because
it's just a tough one. I mean, Ferreira,
exactly.
He got on top a number of times. Sawi landed some nice shots to the body throughout the fight. But how you score that round to round, it's tough.
It's tough. And two takedowns from Ferreira, but the body shots were...
Oh, wow.
They celebrated before the...
Right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we will go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges see this fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision from the blue corner, Juscelino para